What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. In this video, we are talking about a Nintendo game on an Xbox console. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. Okay, so I know this probably wasn't covered very well on here on YouTube for the news for some reason. Honestly, I haven't seen anyone talking about it. But I ran across this article that was talking about a Chinese developer had put a Nintendo game, specifically Super Mario Bros., on an Xbox console and was selling it on the Microsoft Store, on the digital Microsoft Store, which was something that I was very confused about, but I kind of read into it and I kind of figured out how and why they were able to do this. But this is something that is so surprising to me that someone as big as Nintendo probably won't even waste their time going after these developers because they're in China. But honestly, they're not really losing anything because Nintendo is such a huge company and they have places like the United States and Europe and Japan to worry about, and China isn't really a big deal to them. They don't make a lot of money selling stuff there, so they don't have as much pull, and so I feel like they may just say whatever, this isn't worth our time. But it's very interesting that it is happening because in this article, it talks about the Chinese Nintendo Twitter account saying that there is a big one in China saying a local Microsoft store where developers can share paid and free programs digitally has allowed a third-party Chinese developer to sell Super Mario Bros. ROM for about $1.85 in American dollars on the digital shop, which is something that's absolutely hilarious because like Microsoft does so much to kind of keep legit games on their consoles, and Nintendo does so much to like protect their ROMs, that the fact that someone has done this is kind of insanely crazy. But apparently it is rated 2.5 out of 5 stars on there with over 200 reviews. That means the developer has made at least $200 from this. The funny thing is, it has been up on the Microsoft Store since January. And that's kind of something that I thought was kind of interesting, that no one caught on to this. That was outside of China, honestly, which is kind of funny because it seems like China is one of those countries that's kind of locked down and it's hard to get news in and out. So seeing this, it kind of proves that because it took 6 to 10 months, 12 months, however long it took to figure this out and write this article, which is kind of funny because honestly, I don't expect Nintendo to do anything about this, but they may. I don't know how they would work with the Chinese government because of how Nintendo is set up. They may not even have any way to actually track down this Chinese developer, and honestly, it's only 200 bucks. Nintendo makes more than that selling 3 games in the United States, so they're like, we probably don't care. But I think it's interesting because they could see it as a marketing, like a brand recognition kind of thing that makes them look bad a little bit, but honestly, it's a 30-year-old game. Everyone probably knows that this is a Nintendo game. But buying it on the Xbox Store is kind of interesting, and the only thing that I'm very questionative is, will Nintendo go after the Microsoft Store instead of that developer? Will they say, oh, I can't go after them, but I can go after this company? So we'll see, maybe they'll sue them or whatever. I don't know how that would work being in China, but maybe because the company is based out of Seattle, maybe they'll do something to work around that and sue them there. I don't know how that will work, but I thought that was something you guys should know about. I thought no one was talking about this, and honestly, we're a retro video game pickups community, so we want to know about retro video games. So I thought that was very interesting, and it was for the Xbox One, which is even kind of cool. Like, if you think about it, being able to play like a Mario game on an Xbox One in HD without having to go out and buy a Nintendo Classic or a RetroPie or whatever it is to play the ROMs. I think that's kind of cool. So if you guys like this, please comment down below. If you know anything about Chinese games or anything like that, about the legality of this, comment down below and let me know as well. Because I thought this was kind of an interesting topic that no one was really talking about. So with that being said, don't forget about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Big Cartel, Patreon, all that stuff is down below. And I just want to say thank you to RetroVideoGamePickups.BigCartel.com for sponsoring this video. They have shirts over there for retro video game pickups. If you're interested in it at all, go check them out. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell notification. With that being said, let's make sure you have a good day.